Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss the case of a club. The name of the club is Secunderabad Club versus Commissioner of Income Tax. This case has been reported in 457 ITR at page number 263 and the matter has been decided by Honorable Supreme Court and the date of the judgment is 17th August 2023. Generally, the clubs which are working, they are covered under the principle of mutuality. The concept of principle of mutuality is based on a concept that no person can make a profit from himself. The modus operandi of running the clubs is like that. In club, there are various members. They have to pay some fees to the club. From that fees and from their amount which is given as a life membership fees, the facilities of the club are developed. The members go to the club, they play there. A lot of facilities are there like gym, swimming pool, and whatever the surplus is left in the club after receiving contributions from the members and after making various expenditure on the various facilities, whatever the balance is left, that balance is not taxable only because of the principle of mutuality, which says that no person can make profit from himself. Sometimes it also happens that non-members also come to the club and they also enjoy the facilities of the club. They have to pay some guest fees. So the question arises whether amount received from non-members is taxable or not. We have recently discussed in our previous videos one case, Jubilee Hills International Center versus Income Tax Officer. In that case, the court was of the opinion that if any income is received from non-members, that income is also not taxable because the principle of mutuality is not lost simply because of the reason that non-members cannot stand for the office bearer's post and they cannot even vote for the management of the club. But in this case, the Supreme Court was having a different view. The moot question in this case was that if the club have some surplus funds and out of that surplus funds, if the club make FDRs with some banks, so whether interest received on these fixed deposits will be covered under the principle of mutuality or not. This was the only question. Supreme Court said that as soon as the club parts away this money with the bank, the club loses the control over the money. The bank receives this money and gives loan out of that money to its customers. So the element of commercial activity comes into play and whatever the interest will be received by the club on those FDRs will be not covered under the principle of mutuality and that will be taxed. The court elaborated this concept and said that if the surplus money is not invested anywhere, it is kept in the club and it is expended for the benefit of the members, then it will not be taxable. Although the submission of the assessee was that whatever the interest has been received by the club is also expended for the benefit of the members and for the club. But the court was not inclined to accept that view and said that as soon as the club parts away this money with the bankers, and in this case even the bankers were the corporate members of the club, even then the court said that it does not make any difference whether the banks are the corporate members of the club or not. As soon as the investment is done, the commercial activity comes into play, the commercial element comes into play and the principle of mutuality will be lost. The court also said that income earned by club through assets and resources from persons, not members, not covered by principle of mutuality. So the court was very clear and according to me, whatever the ratio has been given by the Supreme Court is a little bit different from the ratio which has been given in one case by the High Court, that is Jubilee Hills International Center versus Income Tax Officer. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Secunderabad Club versus Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case has been reported in 457 ITR at page number 263. The matter has been decided by Honorable Supreme Court and the date of the judgment is 17th August 2023. Thank you, friends.